it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So, all right. Hi everyone. Today's video, we have something I've been dying to talk about. Okay. Now I know there's many videos that have been popping up from many fellow creators that have been covering the Ace family, divorce. Now, again, I know there's a lot of people clicking on like, is this going to be all the same stuff? What I want to do is I'm going to be covering several different topics when it comes to the Ace family divorce, because we've had a lot kind of come out ever since they have announced their said divorce. Okay. So first of all, we need to talk about the divorce in general and my theories. Second of all, we have got to talk about some of the unethical scamming coming our way from Austin McBroom, allegedly. And then finally, we're going to look at some other really interesting things that have been shared by Catherine that are honestly kind of alluding to what's been really going on. There's a lot that I want to cover when it comes to the East family, so we definitely need to hop into it. So before we hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below so you guys can watch any other problematic and just interesting commentary that I have on my channel, because I cover a lot over here. My merch, second channel for different forms of commentary, TikTok and Instagram, all that good stuff is down in the description below if you guys want to hang out with me more. And yeah, let's get into it. Hi everyone, popping in here because today I want to talk about self-care products and eco-friendly self-care products. And specifically, I've been trying to find some more sustainable eco-friendly deodorant that smells absolutely amazing, works well for me, and is just an overall great company. And today I want to introduce you guys to Wild. Wild is a company that has created a natural deodorant that comes in a stylish and reusable case with compostable refills and a variety of amazing scents. Their deodorants contain no single-use plastic, and they come in a premium reusable case, which is so adorable. Their compostable and natural deodorant refills are absolutely amazing and so convenient. So real quickly, I want to talk about mine, and I have my initials engraved on it, which I think is adorable. And I'm telling you right now, it smells so good. Now they have a wide variety of scents on their website, but for me, I've been completely in love with Purple Rain and Linen and Lilac. Now, not only do Wild's deodorants smell really good, but they have an absolutely amazing formula. All of their formulas are powered by plants, so that means no aluminum salts, parabens, sulfates, and all their products are certified vegan and cruelty-free. Another really fun fact I have to throw out there about Wild is they've kept over 120 tons of single-use plastic out of landfills, which I think everyone needs to know about. That is a huge accomplishment. And naturally, I want all of you guys to go and try it out for yourself. So if you guys go to the link in the description below, or pin comment or scan the QR code on the screen, you guys can go and use the code Isabellamichellelanter to get 20% off of your first order or subscription order. Thank you so much for Wild for sponsoring today's video. And now let's get into it. All right, guys, let's start off here and do a very quick backstory on the Ace family. Real quickly though, comment down below, please, and let me know if you guys would want to watch a full breakdown of the essential rise and fall of the Ace family. I have covered them previously, but I wanted to do kind of like an official how they fell apart video. There's a lot of stuff I've really dug into, and I want to make it like a very thorough deep dive. So I just want to ask if you guys are really interested in that, because I would love to hear your feedback. And specifically though, if there's any things that you've been really interested in learning about the Ace family or you want me to dig into, again, comment that down below, because that's going to assist me with building this entire deep dive for you guys, because again, I would really love it too. For those of you who are brand new here, again, if you're not, literally skip over to the next timestamp, okay, babe? But let's do a little recap of who the hell is the Ace family. All right, Ace family. So back in the day, oh God, I would say like the late 2010s, you get what I'm saying? There was an individual by the name of Austin McBroom and then Catherine Paiz. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm literally forgetting her last name all of a sudden. It started with a P. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. There was apparently some modeling and being an escort, which again, we don't judge over here, by the way. We don't judge that, period. But then Austin McBroom was known as a former basketball player, and they got together, started dating, and not too long after they started dating was when Catherine got pregnant with Elle, their first child. So Austin A, Catherine C, and LE made Ace, and that was what they did with the Ace family. So they started creating family content and vlog card content that consisted of like pranks, everyday family vlogs, and so much more that you would see with a very typical family channel during that time. Now they again had two other children as well that were Steele and Alea, and they kept kind of progressing and growing. Now with their progress though, we would see kind of a decline with how popular they were, because they got themselves involved with some really sketchy shit. They have a main demographic that's more younger, I would say. They fell for things a little bit easier, and usually when we have family channels, we have a younger demographic already in general, because that's a kind of age group that usually consumes that kind of content. Now with that, of course, they kind of wanted to capitalize on their demographic, but they did it in the worst way possible. They got caught up in many different kinds of scams and unethical things that would happen and they created to make money, but it would constantly downfall and get worse and worse and progress. And so literally over the years, we've seen their popularity go from a very well-known family vlogger channel to essentially like holding on for dear life. It's never been the same. Where even their last YouTube video was posted 7 months ago. It's just, they're not doing good. All right. Now, again, like I said, I will be able to cover a lot of their other sketchy and ethical history and so much more in a future deep dive. So stay tuned for that. But now let's actually get into what's really happening right now. So we knew for the longest time that they had already been married together. However, a lot of us knew that there was major serious cheating allegations when it came from Austin. Okay. There was, I mean, it wasn't even once. It wasn't even twice. I literally can't even count. I have literally seen more allegations than the fingers on my hand of cheating from Austin mcbroom. There's so many times where he would slide into people's DMs, allegedly, have girls fly out, allegedly go out during Coachella and many other events, allegedly cheating on Catherine while she was at home taking care of the children. Now, this is something a lot of people knew, and honestly, a lot of people started getting used to the fact of knowing Austin is a cheater. Again, this is just what the public has been saying. I can't exactly like 100% confirm this. In my personal opinion though, if it is completely up to me, in my personal opinion, I fully believe it with what I've personally seen when it comes to evidence. But again, you guys can essentially determine what you think according to your own opinion too. But they've had kind of like a united front. Another big issue that I've seen is the Ace family has been caught with some very problematic scenes that weren't cut out of their YouTube videos. There's actually one I'm going to play, for example, where Austin just gets like more pissed off and upset with Catherine, which is kind of annoying and ridiculous to say the least. And there's just other moments as well that I know many of us have seen. And there's even compilation videos on YouTube showing times where it looks like the children got more tense and uncomfortable around Austin, or he reacted in a way that made everyone very, very uncomfortable. And it honestly started showing a very dark side.
Welcome back to our channel, guys.
What's going on, everybody? Ooh, look at my hair.
No.
Good thing I don't have to. No, I'm gonna say it. Good thing I have to be on camera today.
Okay.
God.
Okay.
My hair looks fucked up. I would not film like this. So just go.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hey, Isabellamichellelanter! Welcome back to our channel, guys.
What's going on, Ooh, look at my hair. Good thing I'm not gonna be on camera today. All right, baby.
So with that being said, again, a lot of people just overall that were paying attention to the East family were like, okay, they're going to get divorced. Like they are a problem. Something is going on. This is a very toxic situation. And even though Catherine has participated in unethical business opportunities and such, a lot of us still felt that she needed to get out of this marriage. Now let's actually finally look at the post that Catherine and Austin both made. Now this is a post that Catherine made that I want to read off very quickly. It says, as I start this new year, I will challenge myself in ways that I've never done before. 2024 will be my year of transformative change, and with this taking place, one of my steps in my journey is the difficult decision to end my marriage. We mutually agree to a divorce and will part amicably. Our paths as a couple have shifted and have created challenges that are irreconcilable. This decision comes with a very heavy heart. As heartbreaking as this comes, I also feel liberated. I spent the past few years prioritizing my children and honoring my commitment to my family, all while I seem to be losing myself and my own personal happiness. Our main priority will be to stay united as parents and to continue creating a stable, happy, and loving environment for our children. Thank you all for my supporters for giving me a safe space to be able to use my voice and share our love. I love you all so much, and I'm beyond grateful for all the support we've received from you throughout all these years as a couple. And Austin, you're my best friend, and that will never change. So first thing I want to say about this entire post, I'm going to be speaking from a slight understanding on this. Now, the reason why I'm saying slight is I don't have children with anyone, period, okay? So that I can't comprehend. What I can comprehend is being in a very abusive, toxic relationship in the past that I was in for years. It was traumatic and awful and fucking miserable. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the first stage as a person. And again, this is from what I've seen, how he's behaved and everything. This is my theory. Again, you do not have to have the same theory as me, but from somebody who's been there in certain situations and genuinely feeling like I was the problem, like I was being gaslit to feel like I was the problem, and just all these things, lots of typical things you see in awful, abusive, controlling relationships, is the first stage is not wanting to blame the other person. And I'm going to tell you right now, with some of her verbiage, this sounds like something that I feel like myself and other viewers are looking at are like, God, I've been there before. Mutually agreed to a divorce and will part amicably. I just feel like that's kind of bullshit in my opinion, especially with some of the other posts I know Catherine is sharing here later on that like, it just contradicts that. You know what what I'm saying. Our paths as a couple have shifted and create challenges that are irreconcilable. Like making challenges that are irreconcilable. No, I know there's going to be certain times where there's marriages, for example, where people genuinely grow at different rates and are not compatible anymore. And I get that, you know, but then there's also the opposite side when it comes to relationships ending, divorces, etc., where people genuinely, like there's a problem there. It's not like oh damn, we're growing in different ways, we're not meant for each other. There's a toxic, serious problem. And with a lot of the things that we have publicly, like not even off camera, publicly seen from this couple, it does not surprise me and would not surprise me that there was some bad shit going on. One thing I want to say is that it really appeared to me that Austin was super duper obsessed with money and looking and appearing to be exceptionally wealthy. Now, I'm not saying that Catherine wasn't. What I'm saying is I saw a hyper focus on that with Austin. I feel like that hyper focus of always getting bigger and better and more would cause some strain in a marriage. Additionally, foreclosing on a house as they did, that's going to cause strain on our marriage. And there was just other things as well with how he would speak to the kids, how he would speak to Catherine. That sounds like he was a huge problem. Again, we will never know the ins and outs of their relationship whatsoever. Please keep that in mind. But the sheer amount of stuff that we did see in public that was very, very alarming and pointing a lot of fingers to Austin, it would not surprise me that he was a heavy, serious problem in this matter. Now, again, I do want to go on and go to Austin's post as well, because I think it's very interesting to look at the contrast between each individual. So he posted a photo when he actually proposed to her, which honestly kind of rubbed me wrong because he chose that specific photo where like the day that he proposed to her. I don't know. But anyways, it says, for this new year, I'll be taking a leap of faith. I made the hardest decision of my life, the decision to close the book to my marriage. We have mutually agreed to a divorce, but will remain a team when it comes to our kids. We created one of the greatest stories, almost a decade together, so many memories, so many accomplishments, but every book comes to an end. And now we will be writing a new book as separate authors. We both understand that holding on is believing that there only is a past, and letting go is knowing that there is a future. And we both are supporting each other's future. This transition is not easy, but if we both are making it as easy as it can be for our family, we will continue to be the best parents to our kids. Separations are difficult and most times messy, but you will see how we push through these difficult times as a unit and keep influencing with love and positivity. With that being said, 2024 will be life-changing for me. I will be dedicating myself, my kids, my health, my body, my mind, and my spirit, and God. Thank you to everyone who has supported us through our journey and who will continue to support us moving forward. We are going to need even more of your love and strength during this time. There is a drastic difference between Austin's posts in the comments versus Catherine's. There are a ton of support in Catherine's. There's a lot of calling out the cheating and awful behavior in Austin's, which again, kind of what we expected. Holding on for dear life for her kids, and with so many ways of even how Catherine was so cautious to speak even around Austin, and the way that she was trying to speak up even in some videos, but Austin would just completely take over. This was so toxic and needed to end. And I personally wish Catherine the best. I hope everything's okay. But now let's get into the alleged new scam and business opportunity that Austin's hopping into. Because one thing I do want to talk about, and one thing I do talk about on this channel, are fucking scams, okay? Literally, that's a huge thing that I've always covered on here. And we have covered previous scams by the Ace family. Some have been very, very heavily pushed by Austin specifically. I know this basic ass man and his ass haircut are going to jump into some horrible business opportunities. I just know it. And with that, let's talk about the OnlyFans management. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed with Austin is starting with a younger demographic and trying to transition to having an older demographic is something it looks like they've tried to focus on. So for example, Austin was really involved with boxing, and then now he's trying to do other things that are connected to more of an adult audience. So it's kind of odd to me how you want to be a family vlogger and family channel, but then now you want to step into the world of OnlyFans. Now, real quickly, the biggest disclaimer I can give on this channel here, I don't agree with the period with shitting on sex workers, people who are on OnlyFans, etc. I will not deal with any ass people in my comment section being like, OnlyFans is so, shut up. Literally shut up. As long as everyone's safe, consenting adult, who gives a you don't have to consume it. Other people can. Leave them alone and be nice, okay? I don't like the shaming of sex workers. As long as there is safety, consent, and adults involved, have the have it, okay? Now that we're done with that, let's get into it. So Austin McBroom not too long ago was caught sliding into OnlyFans models. So I'm gonna pop up a couple screenshots over here. So he was trying to hop into some of them because a lot of these OnlyFans creators are, again, making content that is usually, not always, but usually sexually explicit on OnlyFans that are subscription based. So he would be sliding into these DMs of individuals who were making a good amount of money pretty much off of a lot of the content. And as a lot of us know, there are many OnlyFans content creators who make a ton of money. Like, I'm actually quite wildly impressed at how much money these people make. Like, my thing is like, you deserve to get compensated for that. Absolutely. Now, the weird thing about this is with Austin sliding into OnlyFans models, he was essentially trying to step into the world, and I personally think stepping into testing out to see who is going to fall for his bullshit again. He would reach out to some of these OnlyFans models and essentially ask if they were managed by someone or wanted to. Management. Let's talk about management real fast. So I have a management team, which is phenomenal, and management is going to vary a lot according to what type, what you're needing, etc. My management helps a lot specifically with brand deals. That's kind of the biggest focus that I have on with them. Can they help me a little bit more with strategy? Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm a fucking control freak and I do like doing it myself, and I like being able to say that I figured it out on my own, okay? But when it comes to many other things with content creators and creators in general, that can involve brand deals, that can involve contracts, but it also can assist with managing everything, connecting you to events, and just overall many things that are in your field of work. So management is something that OnlyFans creators might have that can assist them. A really big problem in this industry though, and actually something I'd love to talk about someday, is the fact that there's a lot of management that is highly predatory on OnlyFans models. Some of the problems with this management is they will try and take a shit ton of profit, which I think is disgusting. How you're gonna sit back and hardly do anything but try and take a ton of profit for somebody who is doing all the work and doing whatever they want to on camera. They should get compensated for that, and fairly, okay? But some people are very, very unethical, or they are really awful with trying to get the rights to some content, trying to take advantage of some people, like screw others out of money. It's just some management is really, really awful. Now this is where Austin's coming in, because he's trying to participate in managing OnlyFans models apparently. Now it is a really lucrative industry, I would say. The porn industry is a very lucrative one. And if you are a good manager, you can make good money off of that. Absolutely. The problem is Austin McBroom is not known as a good businessman. He's not known for being involved with stuff like this in a positive way by any means. And quite frankly, it doesn't even look like he would have any understanding of the industry besides being a very highly active consumer at that. So I don't think he's the type of person to be involved with any form of management. But these are a couple screenshots of him literally like going in, trying to slide in like, oh, do you have management? Some of them are responding like, no, and a lot of the stuff is exploitative. And he's like trying to still slide his way into finding out how to get started with this. And quite frankly, I hope if he has DM'd other people, I hope he's had no success. Or even if some people are interested, I truly, truly hope people see and find out who Austin McBroom is and stay the away, okay? Because him trying to already inch his way into just feeling out the world of management for OnlyFans creators is pissing me off. One, this guy gives me the fucking creeps. I'm gonna put, I'm so sorry. No, actually, fuck it. I'm not sorry. He's a piece of shit. He makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know what it is, but he makes me, oh my God. If I saw him in public, I would feel uncomfortable being in his presence. He gives me creepy energy, okay? So that's the last person I would want to ever be managing anyone when it comes to OnlyFans. He also sounds like the type of guy that would want to manage, but would want to be always watching the said creator's content in a very weird, like in a very unprofessional way at that. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So the alleged new potential scam that is going to be popping up apparently is a new management created by Austin McBroom. I personally think that he is going to create some kind of management. And now what I will say is management and creating a management is not a bad idea. I think creating management and making it a good thing is a really good idea. But however, with his track record, it's going to be bad. Two, with the way that he handles things and the way that he's already approaching it as is, I don't think he's going to have that much success. Three, if he does have people that are a part of it, I am betting the left titty right now that we're going to be covering the absolute downfall of the fucking Austin McBroom management or whatever the hell he creates. All right. But like that was something I saw popping up and I was like, oh, I'm betting there's going to be something he starts up here maybe in the next couple months or at least in 2024. I really think he's going to start an agency or something. He might not stick with OnlyFans models. He might try and broaden it to where he covers all creators, but I think it's very odd and very telling how he's trying to go after OnlyFans models. Now the last bit of this video is going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to kind of react to what Catherine was posting up yesterday when I I found this about her divorce. So I know she's sharing a lot about this and finally speaking out, not just like in a regular like notes app post essentially. And I feel like some of this is kind of exposing the divorce even more. And I'm sorry, this fully makes me believe Austin was the problem in a lot of things, all right?
I lied to myself for a very long time. I was not happy, and my main priority was always my kids and my family, and just prioritizing them because they're the most important to me. And I feel like at the end of the day, nothing else really matters other than your family. And
one thing I want to say very, very quickly now that we're pointing this out is she's talking about her main focus was her kids. And I would just like to say again, because I know there's some people that are like, why didn't she leave sooner? Why didn't this happen sooner? Or be like, well, if she was so miserable, like, why didn't she make something happen? It is very, very hard for you if you're in a very toxic relationship to leave. It is also very difficult when there's kids involved. So many people are like, is it right for me to leave? Am I giving up too soon? Am I hurting my kids? Am I like, it's very difficult. We don't know all the details. So I don't want anyone blaming her for that or throwing those types of statements out there either, because again, at the end of the day, unless you're in situations like that, it's very hard to fully understand and know what it's like and how difficult it is to navigate that way. Because if you're focusing on your kids, some people are scared of stepping away. Additionally, another thing I was thinking of is when it comes to YouTube and income, a big part of their income that we could see was other little business ventures. It looks like some kinds of investing, and then also YouTube. Now that's a really, really big deal if you're a family channel, as everything is together. Now again, I don't know if they had a prenup or whatever the case may be. I don't exactly know. They probably did in some kind of way, but if you are somebody who is involved in a very unhealthy relationship and with somebody who, in my opinion, is exactly like Austin, that is problematic and not the best partner, you are going to be scared to leave. You might be threatened with stability. It might be very hard for you to walk away. You might be nervous about having power to leave with your children. You don't know what the case is on that. Also, it might be really difficult because, for example, for the longest time, everyone was asking Catherine to start her own YouTube channel. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, I used to watch the Ace Family years ago. I was literally a teenager, okay? This is like when I was 16, 17. But when I did, though, I vividly remember even as she progressed and as I would even research into them, people would constantly ask Catherine to start a YouTube channel, and she never did. Now, the ask was always there. I don't know why she didn't. Quite frankly, I wonder if she wasn't allowed to because Austin knew that she would get so much attention from it, and honestly would perform very, very well compared to the Ace Family channel. That's just my thought process with that. And honestly, my guess is, what if she was told that it wasn't a good idea, or she couldn't do things on her own, or they had to do it together, otherwise they would lose so much money? There might have been a lot of fear with her in trying to leave.
people that are close to you and love. Like, love is literally the strongest, most important force in this universe. Moving forward now, things have changed because I realized that in order for my kids to truly be happy, I have to be truly happy. Like, truly, truly, truly happy inside. And yeah, I feel like I was lying to myself for a long time, telling myself that I was happy, because one thing about me and Austin is we never fought, we never argued, nothing. Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you, that almost sounds like you're mentally checked out. Like, I just feel like if you're like, there's gonna be some times you're in a relationship, you're just gonna argue sometimes. Like, I'm not saying to an unhealthy extent, you know what I mean? But like, you are gonna argue sometimes, shit happens. That sounds like you're mentally clocked out. Again, this is just my theory on this, but I feel like she was mentally clocked out, and that was it.
were and still are the bestest friends. So for me, I thought like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong here. But I had been lying to myself, and I knew that certain things didn't feel right and certain things weren't right. And this goes back like years.
And that is honestly so sad and unfortunate, because she had a feeling years ago. But again, it's really, really hard to get out of a marriage and everything. And honestly, quite frankly, she may have tried to make the marriage work with it. Again, this is just my opinion or theory, but excusing his cheating, excusing his bad behavior, trying to keep it together for the kids, trying to forgive him. All I'm going to say is there's many things that could happen here. But with the Ace family, this I think is essentially marking a huge aspect of a downfall. And I'm expecting a lot of problematic behaviors coming out from Austin McBroom. All right. That's honestly what I'm 100% expecting from this. And additionally, I do think that Catherine is going to kind of go into her own venture, but I feel like she's might have the best opportunity to have a YouTube channel and do things on her own in a more ethical and positive way. I have more hope for her. I do. I have more hope for her. I hope she's all right. I have been able to see that apparently Austin is moving out and she's going to be staying in the main house and is going to have the kids there, which is good. Makes sense. But when it comes to Austin, I think he's going to become even more of a mess. And I especially think because he is kind of detaching from that family channel lifestyle, I genuinely think he's going to start hitting a new level of bad. And because it's just going to be him that he's embarrassing, not other people that are connected to him. I mean, he's not like married, for example. So he's the only person that can hold himself accountable and also embarrass himself. I feel like this is going to get very, very bad. And this highly problematic, toxic, immature man is going to really be kicking out. So that was it for today's video. A big old one, a lot going on, but you know what? I definitely wanted to talk about it. Comment down below your guys' theories and so much more. What you guys think of it going on behind scenes. Do you think Catherine's going to hop into a problematic business? Do you think Austin is? What do you guys think is going to happen here? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out today's sponsor in the description below and pin comment. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.